welcome. Oh,
Still in my bathrobe.
Oh, you know what? We've seen everyone's kitchens and bathrooms and even the Met Opera when they did this. The Met Opera had this 4-hour show with these super high class classical singers and players. They performed in their living rooms. We got to see their home environment. So yes, wonderful. Get cozy, get comfortable. Today will be a song that it'll make us a bit nostalgic. It'll make us go sigh. That's a very beautiful melody, and I will be learning it together with you. I've heard it many, many, many times in my life, but not enough times in my life to know it by heart and to. I've never spent much time with it, but it's a lovely, lovely melody, and I thought I want to bring you something profoundly Russian today because we've been singing all sorts of things: film music, tangos, something more popular. This one is also not a waltz. It's not on 3/4. It's quite difficult to find a song not on three that would be, as melodic and as lovely, and also kind of something between a Russian art song, a romance, and a folk song. Okay, so I think enough of us are here to start. Chat. Okay, so let's sit upright. Let me see you sitting upright and opening here on our chest and relaxing our jaws here and making sure that the crown of our head is the top point in our body and let the jaw hang. It's a good exercise to relax. How often do we relax our jaw? Never. Really difficult to relax our jaw. In my choir sessions, I ask people to move their jaw with their hand. And you will notice that it's quite difficult because you will be moving your jaw with your mind, not your own hands. Right? Try that. With your hands.
Not side to side.
So whichever way, down is good, yeah.
Not side to side, Polina.
You know what? We were told to go round and round with our jaw, but I guess most people won't be able to do that. Yeah. Yeah, well, insurance may not work here because we're not in the same room. So if you hurt yourself. So upright and upright. Today's song is just one octave in its diapason, in its, God, I've forgotten the word, range. So we can shift upwards as we sing through the session. So first of all, let's hum the together just to get settled in our voices. I can see Jackie's background picture of our choir, wonderful. I'm unmuting you to hear your sound. Everything is in tune. Everything is in tune. Lovely. Now we will start from there. Let's go to our song. We will talk about what it means a bit later. Let's first get into the tune. I hope you managed to hear some lovely examples of this song by several different people singing it. But let's hear what I sound like when I sing it, because I won't hear you. Just the tune all the way through. There are lovely harmonies here in the music. You can choose to sing harmonies if you want. We're a tone higher, we're in A minor. I'm singing the main tune. Let's go. From the beginning, one more time, let's learn it. Next bit. Yes, one more time all the way through. So you can see the shape of the song. There is the first phrase, second phrase is similar. Then there is this ascending, and the last phrase brings us back to kind of where we started, which is a nice, interesting shape. And the last phrase repeats. Let's go from the beginning. Obviously, we're singing lower, lower than when it's written. Yeah, let's go. What do you think? I think it's beautiful. What do you think?
Yeah.
Beautiful, lovely tune.
Very haunting.
Yeah, but it's also Russian and its melodism. Remember we talked about Russian romances, Russian art songs coming from classical music and also from folklore. This is like a lyrical folk song. Incidentally, the author of the music is not known, and in many books, in many issues, this song is listed as a folk song. But we know the author, and I wrote a little line about the author on our webpage. He is known for his poems that sound just like folk poetry. So let's see what our first verse says. Talking of folk poetry, it's an interesting text because some of the emphasis is not in the kind of in the right place. We emphasize syllables that wouldn't be emphasized in regular speech, and also there is one word that is in a slightly strange grammatic form, and I don't know if it's because it's was written in the 1837, but we don't really say things like this now like that, so we'll get to it. First verse. Now we know how to read it. It's ta 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 all the way through. So let's do it together. I think we can do maybe not all of the verses, but most verses today, at least go through them and read what they mean. From the beginning, let's go. Соловьем залетным юность пролетела, волной в непогоду радость прошумела. Let's translate that. I'm going to translate every single word, and you have a more sensible translation on your right. Соловей is nightingale, соловьем, like a nightingale. Залетным, free one that just came for a visit, but it's temporary. Юность, youth, пролетела, flew by. Yeah, like this nightingale that came in and left. Волной should be волной, which is how we would say it now. Волна is a wave. В непогоду, during a storm, during a restless weather. Радость is joy or happiness. Прошумела, made a noise. Yeah, it came and left my happiness. Let's try singing it. I'm going to show you how it goes under the music. I hope you can read it here. It was difficult to squash all the text into this music. Let's hope we can do it. I'll make it a bit bigger. Let's do that. All right, let's go. Соловьем залетным юность пролетела, let's go back to our text and read the second half of the first verse. You see that para. Let's go together and let's go. Para zолотая. Sorry, было. How do we stretch that? Было да сокрылось. Сокрылось. Было да Okay, yes, it's also an old version of the word скрылось. Together with me, sorry again from that first line on the second bit of bunch of lines. And let's go. Para золотая была да сокрылась сила молодая с телом износилась. And we will repeat the last two lines. So, para is the time, золотая, golden, the golden time, была, was, used to be, да, and сокрылась, hid itself away. It is gone. It's hidden now. Сила, strength, energy. Молодая, young. С телом, together with the body. Износилась, has worn out. So look at your translation on the right. I hope it makes sense. It's about the past and these young days that are gone, and now everything is in the past. Very kind of nostalgic, very, very characteristic of the Russian art song. Let's sing the second half. So we're looking at this third line. We see para here. Yeah, para. Yeah. So that's our note. Let's go together. Para золотая была да сокрылась сила молодая с телом износилась сила молодая с телом износилась. You're ready to sing the whole verse? I'll keep us here on the music for now, and we might want to go to just text next. Okay, from the beginning. Give it your full feeling if you can. Соловьем залетный юность пролетела, волной в непогоду радость прошумела. Para золотая была да сокрылась сила молодая с телом износилась сила молодая с телом износилась. So let's see what else happens in this song. Basically, it's more and more story of that man. We don't know if he's a young man or he's an old man, because he talks about being a молодец, молодца in the second verse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sixth line. You can see it's молодца. So I'm being blown by the wind here and that way and that way as me, young молодец, young man. He might be young. He may be feeling worn out. I don't know. A bit like Lermontov in one of his poems, or that we studied here. Now, I suggest we don't go any further with our text. Let's sing it and enjoy the music, enjoy the mood, enjoy the nostalgia, enjoy the melodism, right? Now, first of all, I'm going to look at you and sing with you, and we'll see if we can remember how the tune goes, okay? I'll show you. Let's see, just once. Соловьем залетным юность пролетела, волной в непогоду радость прошумела. Пора золотая была да сокрылась, сила молодая с телом износилась, сила молодая с телом износилась. How is that?
Fantastic.
Beautiful. Right.
I love it.
Beautiful.
I
Yeah.
remember another song about a nightingale, Soladier.
Well, Nightingale, this is interesting because Nightingale usually is a symbol of something crispy. Actually, yeah, it's crispy, it's light. Yeah, it's gone. So there are lots of Nightingale songs in Russia. Actually, I sang one in a concert yesterday, didn't I? I sang a Nightingale in a Golden Cage song yesterday, a folk song as well. So this is not quite folk. Do you see how it's a connection between folklore and classical still? For this, for example, that would not happen in a folk song. So when I found it in my book of Russian folklore, I thought that can't be right. So I went online and I found that it was a poem by Koltsov, and there is a hint that it could have been composed by Varlamov, who is one of these founders of the Russian art song, but it doesn't mention that it was him. It could have been someone else. Lots of people wrote romances, Russian art songs, but it's definitely composed by somebody who knew classical music. All these chord changes, you can hear the harmonies and that wouldn't be present in folklore. Now, shall we look at the second verse? Not everyone is enthusiastic. Let's say second one, but not the third one, okay? So like compromise, okay? Yeah, and you can always do That'll take us a minute. So we'll just read through it together. Свалился. Oi, let's read the third one. Forget the second one. Third one is, heartbreaking. We should do that. До поры до время. Yeah, you see that? Let's go together. До поры до время всем я весь изжился, и кафтан мой синий С плеч долой свалился. So, до поры, до время, it's two different ways to say until until just now, until some time, yeah? And it's an interesting form of this. In those who speak Russian or are studying Russian, you know that in the modern Russian we would say до поры до времени. That's a different form of the same noun. And here it's до поры до время. It's possible that all that time ago they spoke like this. So until that time, until some time, всем я весь изжился. I have lived through everything. Basically, I've lived through everything I could have lived. I've kind of burnt it all out. И кафтан, and my special kaftan, my special big jacket, blue jacket, с плеч, from my shoulders, долой, away, свалился, fell from my shoulders. The blue kaftan definitely means something. I'm not sure what. It could be a uniform. It could be a special occasion. For I suspect there is something to do with a special blue kaftan. And the last 4 lines, and then we'll sing it. Okay, let's go together. Без любви, без счастья по миру скитаюсь, разойдусь с бедою, с горем повстречаюсь. Yeah, do what you can, lots of consonants. So без without, любви, love. Without, без, счастья, joy, happiness. По миру, across the world, скитаюсь, I wander around the world. Разойдусь, с бедой, as soon as I leave some trouble, с горем, with the proper grief I meet. So as soon as I get out of something smaller, I get to a bigger sadness. That's what the last 2 lines mean. And as I said, it doesn't necessarily mean that this person was an old man, because remember that Lermontov, the famous Russian poet, was only 26 when he wrote songs like that. Let's try singing this with text, okay? До поры до время всем я весь изжился, и кафтан мой синий с плеч долой свалился. Без любви, без счастья по миру скитаюсь, разойдусь с бедою, с горем повстречаюсь, разойдусь с бедою, с горем повстречаюсь. Nice. Let me see your faces. We're going to sing a big stretch now, yeah? Let's get into the song and enjoy it. So we're going from the one time through to the first verse, then maybe again, and no, first verse, third verse, back to Now, one more little thing I need to tell you. It's about style. If you listen to Lemeshev or Nikolai Geda singing it, the links I put, one of them is on Facebook and the other link is on my website, a solo singer. Nikolai Geda, fantastic Swedish, I think he was. His grandmother was Russian. They use, especially Lemeshev, who is like one of these founders of Russian opera and pop singing of that style. There is a lot of glissando and a lot of this extra emotion in the voice. Yeah, I'll be doing that. It's quite stylistically correct, although in other repertoire I wouldn't like that. No text. радость пролетела, волной в непогоду, радость прошумела. Пара золотая была да закрылась, сила молодая с телом износилась, сила молодая с телом износилась. Third verse. До поры до время всем я весь изжился, и кафтан мой синий с плеч долой свалился. Без любви, без счастья по миру скитаюсь, разойдусь с бедою, с горем повстречаюсь, разойдусь с бедою, с горем повстречаюсь. Витхая. What was that?
Lovely.
Lovely. Glorious.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a beautiful tune. So we will sing it again. How do you think? Yeah? It may be a bit kind of on a sad note, but it's also beautiful. Isn't it beautiful? Just let's go with it. Lemeshev did most of the singing with one functioning. Oh yeah, yes, you're reminding me of that. Yes, Diana here in the chat and here on the screen knows everything about Russian songs. She reminded me that Nikolai Gedda was some kind of Russian descent, so I went to look it up, and then but there is something that Diana, I know better than you. I know the trio Relict. If you heard these three guys singing online on my page, three guys singing it in three parts a cappella. I actually had a gig with them. I was on a ship cruise, singing and playing, going over the Mediterranean for 20 days, and they were on the ship. And so we chatted and we spent time together, and they sang concerts every other day, and my klezmer band were singing and playing every other day. So they're fantastic guys, and they're still singing, I think. So do listen to them and find them online. Relict Trio. Now I need to tell you a couple of things, and then we'll sing it one more time. A couple of things will be that, as I said, the daily sessions will finish after this run. I'm thinking whether to do it once a week with 2 songs, Yiddish and Russian, on one evening, or whether to do 2 evenings of the week with 1 Russian and 1 Yiddish session. I'm not sure. I don't want to completely just abandon you and not do it anymore. I would miss these groups, but I just can't cope with the volume of work. On the 27th, we will have a little social gathering here, and we will discuss how often, how long, and all these things. So any ideas, let me know. Another thing is that if you want to keep in touch with me and see what other things I'm doing and join other projects, on my website, on my events page, there's everything. And if it's not there, it'll be there tomorrow. Yeah, I usually put everything there. I also have a mailing list once a month. It's on my website as well. And I'm also on Facebook like crazy. So there is my Facebook page, Polina Shepherd, the Polina Shepherd Vocal Experience, my professional page. Everything goes there. And if you are on Facebook, it's a good way to see, to watch live concerts. And the last thing I want to tell you is that I can confirm now that our last concert on the 26th will be with Grigory Nisevich, a fantastic guitarist who plays not only Russian music, he plays Argentinian tango, he plays classical guitar music on a beautiful Russian, more common Russian 7-string guitar than what Oleg played the other week for us. And he will play Russian art songs, and he will play hopefully a couple of tangos. I asked him to do that. He's brilliant at that. He also teaches tango, and he dances tango, and he dances with his partner with guitar on her back, and he plays and dances with her together. It's beautiful. So we will do this concert together on the 26th. Okay, and it'll be live streamed on Facebook. That's it. Let's go and sing. Yeah, there were a couple of questions last time on chat, and I had no way to contact people back. So if you want me to ask asking me a specific question, give your email there or your Facebook contact or something, so I know how to answer, not just in this chat. Unless you're my Facebook and choir person, yeah, Facebook connection. All the way through. La la la, first verse, maybe another la la la, maybe third verse, and maybe another la la la, and I'll bring you up a couple of times in the key. So we'll start in the lower key.
Была
без любви, без счастья, по миру скитаюсь, разойдусь бедою, с горем повстречаюсь, разойдусь бедою, с горем повстречаюсь. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful song.
Beautiful song.
Beautiful song, right?
Yes, very beautiful.
Beautiful. So hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you again. Hopefully we have 4 more sessions. And bye everyone.
Anya.
Thank